Hey, Mr. Papadopoulos, please take a seat.
Oh, thank you. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Mr. Papadopoulos, I understand this is the first time you're coming to our organization, so I would simply want to go through the processes that is required. Now, look, we are a law firm that strives to prioritize our clients' well-being, to prioritize our clients' needs and wants, both their well-being and their legal rights. So before I continue, I'd like to go through and explain to you a number of things that are common procedure. Now,
Common procedure in a law.
in a law interview, yes. Now, everything I tell and we speak today is highly confidential, and I do not have the legal right to say to anyone other than you and I.
But I haven't signed anything.
Yes, you will be signing a form later on, and you can read the form as well. So everything I explain to you today will be in the form, and you'll need to sign just as an agreement.
Fair enough.
Okay. And also, in the case that I need to communicate with you, how would you like me to communicate with you?
Because I do work via
Yep.
email correspondences would be the best.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Like I said, you can read through the agreement form,
Yes.
and you can just
Thank you,
you can
very
take your
much.
time. Take your time.
And I do
understand.
trust because now you're acting on my behalf.
Yep.
You won't do anything shifty. So I will sign it and date it for today.
No problem. As long as you understand, then it's basically summary of what.
Yeah, and I initial all the sub-paragraphs.
Yes, just over here.
Thank you very much.
Okay, without further ado, the purpose of the interview is to understand where you're coming from and your circumstances. So, I'd like to interview and understand what you're saying, and then go through a number of questions just to clarify
That's fine.
where you're coming from.
That's fine.
Please tell me your story.
So what had happened was me and my girlfriend for several years. We went to the music festival in Byron Bay. I'm not sure if you heard of it. Very popular,
Yes, I
thousands
understand.
of people.
Absolutely.
In one setting, there was probably 5,000 to 6,000 people jam packed in one auditorium.
Okay.
So you can imagine it would be tight. I wasn't aware at the time that the police riot squad were tending to issues that were affecting inside the auditorium. I think some chaos broke out, and they were
And what-
searching everyone.
Sorry to wait. What chaos?
I'm not sure. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. I saw them coming, and it was a kind of thing that they were searching everyone in their way.
Okay.
We were randomly selected, me and my girlfriend. So
Fair enough.
unassuming, innocent.
Yep.
They searched me. They frisk searched me, and to
Okay.
my surprise, they found cocaine in my pocket. Cocaine. If you look at my before
And
I
you
get to-
had no.
if you look at my criminal history,
Okay.
never had a criminal history in my life. Never been in trouble with any law enforcement agency. Never been. Forget about law enforcement agency. In high school, I never had anything to my name. Clean record. Now the police pulls out cocaine from my pocket.
Yes, I absolutely understand.
Luckily for me that night, I was shocked, starstruck. I don't know what to say. I don't know what words to use. The police, because they were busy and they were responding to a lot of other incidences, they
Okay.
didn't arrest me, but they charged me with one count of possession of a illicit substance or a narcotic,
Okay.
cocaine.
Okay.
I tried to think of all the possible ways it could come into my possession. And when I went home to the apartment, I tried to reconcile with my girlfriend. But then
Just to clarify what was happening. So basically, you were at the music festival, the Byron Bay Music Festival. You were with your girlfriend.
yes.
And how long were you guys there? And what day was it?
It was on the weekend. It was on a
the weekend,
Saturday,
yep.
and we were there for
This the
about
last Saturday?
6-7 hours.
Last Saturday or the? Like
No,
last-
2 Saturdays ago.
Okay, cool. And how long were you guys at the event?
6 to 7 hours.
6 to 7 hours. Okay.
Yeah, because
Um,
if you do the maths, we got there around 5 o'clock,
Okay.
6 o'clock, and we left 2 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 o'clock in the morning. The time of the arrest or the time of the frisk was at
Yep.
2 o'clock.
So
exactly.
you were arrested.
Not arrested. I was detained.
You're detained. Okay.
Detained.
Okay.
Because the police were tending to a lot of issues that night, they
Yep.
didn't have a chance to arrest me
Okay.
formally, and
Yep.
but they did charge me, and I am due to appear in court.
Okay. Can you just please continue your story?
Yeah, so I went home and to reconcile with my girlfriend, and suddenly my girlfriend starts crying. I tried to ask why are you crying, and then she changed the story on me. She said, I slipped the drugs into my. Okay, so I want to tell you something really.
According to
highly
the Privacy Act,
confidential. My girlfriend's
Okay, continue.
dad is a politician,
Okay.
and he's a politician that is currently being investigated by the Independent Commission Against Corruption, or you might know it as ICAC. So, you see, this is one way that the police can get her into trouble.
So, do you know your girlfriend's dad's name, or who he is? Or...
He's a very prominent figure. You might know him as Tony Abbott.
Yep.
You may know him as Tony Abbott. So you could see why the family would want to save the reputation of their children. No daughter, I mean. No
Correct.
one wants to have a daughter who's being charged with being in possession with a drug substance. So I don't know. I'm in this predicament. I don't know what to do, and that's why I came to you for help.
Yes.
Tell me the options. Tell me what I can do. Where do I start?
Look, thank you for your story, Mr. Papadopoulos. Now, look, I've been going through, I've been making a number of notes, and just to break down the story, just to clarify. So, you went to a music festival, Byron Bay, right?
That's right.
Okay. And over a period of time, you saw the riot squad come in and
The riot
search
squad,
you.
the way they came in was with dogs and very full
Okay.
front.
Yes, I understand you were very emotional.
Very not emotional. Very. I wouldn't be emotional because I don't have anything to hide. But when I saw
Okay.
them, because an emotional person is someone that's hiding drugs and shocked by seeing such army-cladded
Correct.
police officers, law enforcement agencies with masks covering their face. It was a bit of a full
Understand.
upfront thing.
Yep, so I was going through, I was writing through a number of notes just to break down your story. And so basically, from what I understand, you were at a music festival.
Mm-hmm.
You were searched, random search, right?
Random search because of an altercation that
Okay.
happened in the auditorium.
And they found a bag of...
Cocaine, but
This is-
luckily it wasn't a cocaine that could amount to distribution. It was only a small.
Okay, fair enough, That's a good point. You were also detained
On the day?
on the day, yes.
On the day, I was detained for a short amount of time, but
Sure.
as I said,
Okay.
they didn't have enough time to
Okay,
see
cool.
everyone, so
Okay,
unfortunately.
nice, okay. So you went home and you spoke to your girlfriend.
Yeah, normally we were both shocked.
So, but you-
what happened, and
sorry,
then
sorry
suddenly
to
she
cut you.
started crying.
So beforehand, you didn't suspect anything. You didn't.
No way, my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Are you joking?
Yeah,
No.
but you want to protect your girlfriend, obviously.
100%.
Okay, we understand.
To be honest, I don't want to protect my girlfriend if she done something wrong to me, and the family are being investigated by the Independent Commission Against Corruption. Why would I tarnish my career for an individual who's a criminal?
Okay.
That's why, with your help, we're going to
Yeah.
get them behind the laws.
Absolutely. I'm here to protect you, your legal rights, and whatever you need from me, I'm here to help. Yep, I understand. So, look, Mr. Papadopoulos, I can't promise you anything at the moment. I will be going through your case.
Mm-hmm.
It may take a few weeks, it may take a month. I need to go through the case and analyze the legal aspects and the legal facts, and try to come up with a legal solution.
I just want to be rest assured at night that you're here to support me.
I'm here
and
to support you. You can-
ensure the full force of the law is put
Yes,
under my name.
absolutely. Yes, I'm here to help you. Like I said, you may have trust issues at the moment. However, I understand this may be your first time going through this. It may be an emotional process. I understand. It's not, like an everyday thing that happens.
100%.
And you may have never been asked for legal advice.
The thing is, if this affects me, it will affect me for the rest of my life because it'll be on my police record.
Yes, I understand.
I'm not a drug dealer. I'm not
We
a
are
drug
here.
user. You can see
Yes, I
me here
understand.
now today. I'm
Yes, you're a respectable man. Yes, I understand.
respectable,
I know where you're coming from. yes.
articulate young
Absolutely.
man.
Yes.
And I want to live a life, a normal life.
Exactly. And here, in our law firm, we're here to protect you, both in not just the legal rights, anything you need, we're here to help.
Thank you very much for that.
Thank
Thank
you
you
very
very much.
And like I said, we may need to speak to your girlfriend, and I may need to speak to her father as well.
I'm not sure about that.
And
really.
obviously, I need to ask for your permission before doing that. So in the weeks coming,
To be honest,
I
I
need to-
wouldn't suggest that. I would suggest to first do your research, because if you go to that politician,
Yes, I understand.
that allegedly corrupt politician,
Yes.
we can't call him corrupt because he's in the process of the
Okay.
ICAC.
Absolutely.
and you do attract attention to him, he will hunt you down.
Like I said, I need to go through the case. It may take a week, it may take 2 weeks, it may take a month. So once I analyze the case, see the legal rulings behind it, and come up with a legal solution. And until then, you need to cooperate with me. You need to do a number of things. Like I said, email me if you have any updates.
Or any questions.
Any questions, absolutely. And we'll need to interview if there's anything that comes up. I need to see you face to face. And thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Paula. Thank you very much.
Thank you.